Okay, so welcome back. So today we are working on KNN strategy again. Well, the hell, this is tradery, isn't it? What the hell? No, squeezed. Yeah, so yeah, basically we are here, and yeah, so you already know how this works. The thing about the KNN stuff, it helps us to know if strategy works okay or not. The last day we were working on making the strategy better. So what the hell is this? So last day we were improving everything so that it's easier to integrate it into another script, and that's what we are going to finish today. And we probably want to test more stuff. So where the hell is this? Yeah, so this is what we had before, and we can compare. I mean, the last one that we copy is 25. So yeah, we can compare the 25. Okay, we see it's the same file, the same contents. Okay. So now we can continue on editing the improved one in order to fix all of the functions. So we have it here. And if you remember from the last day, we were trying to check every one of the variables to see if they worked properly. So, yeah. Did we write down which was the next one that it needed to be used? Okay, let me see. Anyway, KNN distance. Yeah, KNN sum has all the. Wait. Yeah, look at that. This one is not changed, so this needs to be fixed because this one has all the parameters with the P. We also need this one to have the P one here. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's right. So let's continue here. That's probably the one that we need to fix. So let me see. Yeah, basically it's copy and paste what we have above. Okay, so let me split this so that it's easier to work with all of this. So this is sum and this is distance. Okay, so now we can copy from above and it should be quite easy to do. So these are the three variables that we have as an input. So that's the way we want to call them. Wait, here it is, KNN, P1 and P2. And so KNN, we want to replace it here, 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 and here. And then the feature one, it's P1, which we want to replace it here and here. And P2, we want to replace it here and here. That's nice. Finally, we have K, which is the nearest neighbors. Okay. And this has a new name, if I am not mistaken. So we are going to check which is the new name for this, which is KNN neighbors. Yeah, that's it. So this is what we are going to use as an input. Some K. Why is there a sum? So this is going to be a P, nearest neighbors, and so we have it here. Okay, so now every parameter here has the P, and if you take a look, wait. Okay, so I don't see any other, maybe this variable here that needs to have a different name so that we don't collide with global scope variables. And now we can go into the following variable. So this is the wrapper. So this has a lot of stuff, and then we just have to fix these two functions, and we are going to be done in order to be able to copy and paste this into the Zignaly template. Okay, so KNN get. Wait, have we done this one? Yeah, so KNN sum, we have done it, and now we should work with this big function here, which is going to be quite difficult to do. Okay, so KNN filter type, string type. I mean, yeah. What's the name that we have here? KNN type. Yeah, I mean, so this is PKNN type, if I'm not mistaken. So this should be here, and that's it. K number. So this is once again the number of neighbors that we had before, that we have above. So let's take a look. Where the hell is this? Let's take a look. Here it is. Nearest neighbors. So K nearest neighbors. Let's do it. Okay. So let's replace everything here. Skew. This is the distance. I don't know why he named this skew. So let's try to find. So this is the distance of something. I think that we have this. I think this is the minimum distance, minimum difference. I think that's the right name for minimum difference array. But this is an integer. So the skew. Oh my god. Oh, wait a second. Why is this not used here? There's something wrong here then, if it's not used. P distance. Look at that. P distance. Yeah, this should be distance instead of minimum difference, probably, because this is a distance array. So this is Q, should be the minimum difference, which we have above on the inputs. Let me see, what the hell is this? Skew or something like that. KNN minimum difference, that's it. This is the skew. So this should be the skew. Here we can say also known as skew, but I don't think it's needed this. Look at that, look at that, and look at that. Okay, so what more do we have as an input? Def, which is the max matrix size limit, and this has a name now. Yeah, this one, matrix maximum size. So that's what we're going to use instead of def. So let's copy and let's replace everywhere where we have this. Look at that. Okay, so the next one, it's going to be price series. What the hell is this? Price series. Wait. This is not here. We don't have. Oh, it's this one here, SRC, isn't it? Yeah, so SRC, yeah, let's just use SRC because it's the source, or maybe P source. Yeah, that's right, P source. And we know it's the source. Okay. What more do we have around here? Long condition, short condition. Okay. I mean, this is the pre-condition, isn't it? Pre-long and pre-short. I mean, when you call this, you use pre. Long condition, short condition. Well, I'm not sure too well how to deal with this. Long and short. So this is pre-long and bias or whatever. Okay, let's put P long because I think it's better than what we have. And then let's work from there. Look at that. This should be the same thing, P short. Okay, so let's copy and let's see how this works. Yeah, perfect. So store the supply features or not. Yeah, I think this is going to be just P store. Okay, look at that and look at that. Nice. Feature 1 and feature 2. Yeah, we also need this p value. So let's do it. Look at that. Now we have feature 2, which is going to be the same thing. So what the hell? Yeah, so here, 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 here. Okay, so we should be fine. So every parameter here has the p. Okay, that's nice to know. Not the store one, because I have managed not to replace it, but this is p is full. Okay, now this is right. Wait, why do I have 140? Because that's how the original one worked. We probably don't want zeros at the start, isn't it? That's a good question. Do we want zeros at the start or not? No, we don't want that, because you don't know what's the zero. So you want this to be here, this like this. So that means that this variable here needs to be replaced so that it's a local variable and it does not collide with whatever we have offline on the global scope. Okay, look at that. Let's see what we have here as oh yes, we don't do any change here. So what I need to do is to compare copies, copy 25, which is the latest copy, with this one, and we will be able to check the changes that we have done, just in case we want to check them. So we have many stuff related to these inputs. Okay, so let's make a copy, and this is going to be more function change. And before going on, we are going to test if this works more or less. I mean, it's not going to work the same way because we are not going to start with zeros, but you know, we're going to see if it works at least. So Pine editor, and we modify this. Let's see what it does. Okay. Yeah, I think it's similar. Yeah. Okay, so now we should be able to modify these three functions that are left here so that they are a bit more better, and that's it. So yeah, so PSRC length should be also the length. Look at that. And this out from here should be a local variable so that It does not collide with anything. That's it. So DMI, it's the same stuff here. It uses len instead of length, because why would you use the same thing for everything? Okay, and then we have a smooth. So a smooth. Where the hell do we have it? Here. Wait a second. Smooth. That's it. So here we have more stuff that it's different, which is high, low, and so on. Which I don't know if I want this as an input or not. That's a good question. And then we have a lot of variables which are local here, which should be local instead of what we have here. And down. Yeah, okay. Plus the M minus the M. We also want this. So plus the M. This is minus the M. True, which is the true range, which I think that nowadays with the PineScript version 5, this is done in another way. Plus and minus, this is what you use on DX and ADX and so on. Yeah. Plus, plus, plus. This is the minus. So minus, minus, and minus. Sum. Okay. Let's copy and paste this. That's it. That's it. Yeah. So ADX, it's going to be like this. ADX. Okay. We have, I think we have everything right here. Although fix none. Fix none. Okay, I thought that this was something. Why is this not math fix none? That's curious that it's not used. It doesn't fail fix none. Okay, anyway, yeah, I think that everything is okay here. And now we have this, which we are going to modify so that it uses, wait, yeah, the parameter. So we need this to be a parameter. That's right. So lower, it's here. Look at that. Yeah, okay, nice, I guess. Wait a moment, what the hell is this? This is not right. Why would you have this here? P upper, P lower. Okay, let's check the original script maybe and see what this library is about, because why would you return 100 and 0? Let me see. So the original script is here, and we should have this RSI here thing. So if lower 0, 100, if upper 1, yeah, but you are not returning this. Oh my God, this is not right. This function is not right. So if lower is 0, then this does not make sense because division by 0. If upper is 0, then yes, you return 0, but this is not okay. This we need to fix this in such a way that makes sense. So let me see. So what this wants to do is it wants to return the value. I don't think there's a return. Okay, let me see. I don't think there's a return thing for returning from function. So there's no way of doing this unless you improve the code here. So I don't understand this. Yeah, okay, so what we can do is so we have extreme case, which is false. Okay, so if we are, and we also have extreme case result, which is going to be I don't know, 0. Yeah, in a way this should be like this so that we know that this is a float, because RSI is a float. So the idea is that extreme case result, it's going to be 100 if you find the p lower is 0, and the extreme case, it's going to be true. Okay, the same thing should happen with this thing here, but now we are using 0, 0, and the extreme case is true. Okay, so this is returned RSI. So let me see. If we have an extreme case, then you return return SRC. Okay, so we have this return SRC, which is going to be 0, 0. Because yeah, why not? So if this is an extreme case, then return whatever. However, if this is not extreme case, then return the formula that we have here. Okay. RSI. Wait a second. Do we have to call this in each bar? Something? Then finally, what you return is the returned RSI. But my question is, if we take a look at the original function here, which I'm going to find here, are we supposed to run this? No, we are not supposed to run this on each bar because, you know, this is not saved anywhere. So that's okay. Yeah, okay, so now we have managed to fix this function. Hopefully this does not explode to us. And in the meantime, we can copy and paste and make another version here. Let's try all of these changes on 3D view. Where the hell I have? Here it is. So now, let's see if it works as expected or not. Yes, I mean, it seems it works, and this has a similar chart. So I think with that we are done. I think that we have more or less changed all of the script, although so it's going to be easier to copy and paste onto the Zignaly template, and that's what we are going to do right now in less than 5 minutes. In the meantime, if you have PineScript doubts, you can ask them. Yeah, so 5 minutes, and we apply this to the Zignaly template. Okay. So we are back. So, yeah. So the idea now is to, yeah, what was the idea now? Yeah, so the idea now is to copy and paste this into the record Zignaly template. So I'm going to show you. So here we have all of this, and I think that we managed to make. No, we did not. So we have this script lastguru. Is that the right name? Let me see. Where the hell I have it? lastguru. Here. 1 second, please. Okay, I'm back. Let's see if we can do something in between the calls. Yeah, so this is lastguru. That's the name I was looking for. So now I can make, yeah, lastguru. And I can also make KNN, I mean lastguru, KNN, a original.pine. I mean, No, that's not right. 1 second. Lastguru KNN. Later on I will do my own KNN, but for now it's going to be lastguru KNN. So what we're going to copy is the recursional template. That's why it's a template. And we are going to copy it here in lastguru KNN. And now we can say something like lastguru KNN a original.pine. And we can say that something like lastguru KA. And now let's see how this works. 1 second, please. Okay. Let me see. So we can say something like added lastguru KNN original based on the last template, which I don't remember which one it is, but I should be able, yeah, this is template number 22. Look at that, A22. Okay, now welcome Christian to the channel. I've seen that you have subscribed yourself. Hi Sadi Ka, whatever the name it is. I have problems to know which is the name and the surname. So yeah, so here we have the copy. Now going to open this so that we can work on this. Let me see. Okay, so lastguru KNN, this should be equivalent to the original one, more or less, you know what I mean? Okay, so so the first thing we need to do is to use the right name for all of this. So this is going to be well, I'm not sure what name to use here, but first of all we might be able to change the date here, and this is going to be A1 because it's the first one. So that means that down here we also have A1 and A1. So this is going to be lastguru KNN. Yeah, let's call it like that. And this is going to be lastguru KNN. That way, lastguru KNN. That way it's not very long. 19. Look at that. So now yeah, so now it's just about saying something like we have the right name and so on. I mean, I have here the GIT from old strategies, and I have everything that needs to be done so that we do this step by step. So use proper lastguru KNN name. What's the name that we have here? Lastguru KNN name. Then we also need to add an explanation how the strategy works, which is let me see here. So the way the strategy works, it's like this. So learn from fast moving average and slow moving average crossings. thanks to machine learning KNN. Later on, we apply or learning to avoid probable non-favorable trades and ensure probable profitable trades. Okay, so profitable trades. So that's basically more or less what the strategy does. So you've got a fast moving average and slow moving average. Then they cross, and then you learn if it was a good cross or not. I mean, that's not how it works in my own, the way I understand this. But, you know, that's how lastguru thought it worked. So we are going to define this like this. So now we should wait a moment. We need to fix this. So this is okay. Yeah, we need this needs this prefix, otherwise this is not right. Okay, now it's right. Now we should be able to say that wait, now I don't know. Yeah, so this is explanation. So this is going to be, let me see, added explanation on how the strategy works. Nice. Okay, so show that the strategy needs to be used in 1 hour. This is actually 5 minutes because that's how it was originally done by lastguru. Even if I don't like 5 minutes, that's the original way of. So this, it was originally tested in 5-minute time frame. Okay. I mean, was it BTC? Yes, it was visit BTC. It's what we have here, isn't it? Yes, BTC, and we have 5 minutes. That's it. Okay. Yeah. What more? Okay. So the next thing that it's useful to have is take profit, stop loss, and so on. So we have some default settings here, and we need to set them up properly so that yeah, we need to set them up properly so that yeah. Okay, so maybe I'm going to add this and I will check it manually because I'm not sure what to put here, but we need to modify the default settings so that this works properly. So here I'm going to say that I want a new strategy, and I'm going to replace this with all of the new strategy that we have here. lastguru. Okay, so now I should be able to add to the chart this strategy, which does not have anything, by the way. So let's ignore this other one. Now the strategy tester, we don't have anything because that's the way it works. We have not managed to do it, to enable it yet. So here we have some settings, which is we don't have take profit. That's okay. We have a stop loss, and that's not okay because the original script does not have a stop loss, if I'm not mistaken. So if we take a look at the original script, I don't think there is any stop loss or anything. We just cut, and that's it. Let me check 1 second. Yeah. So we have this long and short condition, we store this, and then later on, depending on this, we enter long or short. But in any moment, we have any stop loss, okay? So that's something that we need to modify. So we do not want stop loss. So the other thing that we don't have is risk management. So we always put everything to the stake. So yeah, but I'm not going to modify this. So a stop loss, it needs to be turned off. So look at that. This is going to be false and false here. And now I should be able to check. Whoa, oh wait a moment. So we need to say that yes and no. Now we should say that the strategy needs to work on 5 minutes. 1 second. Look at that. What the hell has happened here? Okay, so 5 minutes. Strategy needs to work in 5 minutes. And now the change is that the stop loss has been turned off. So this is going to be the thing to play default. To play default settings have been modified to match the requirements of lastguru KNN strategy. Okay, that's it. Okay, so now I don't think that there is anything more that we need to modify. What the hell are we? I don't think that there is anything more here to modify in order to match the original strategy. I mean, yes, this is going to be turned off, and risk management, which, what the hell is this? Risk management is here, and we are going to leave this turn on. We are going to leave this with somewhat safe compound, okay? Because it makes more sense. But yeah. So now if we use whatever we have modified so far, let's copy, paste, so on. Okay, so now we can see, if we reset everything, we can see how a stop loss is no longer turned on. Okay, so we don't have take profit, we don't have a stop loss. We go long or we go short depending on the strategy itself. Okay, so now if we take a look, we should be able to add the strategy. So this is going to be quite difficult. I mean, not difficult, but you know. Okay, so let's add it on the top, and on the bottom we are going to have the original strategy here. So up here, we need the strategies tab. So the first thing that we want to have is the strategy inputs, okay? That's how we do it. So here you can see how we have this thing about the time that we already have on our Zignaly template, okay? And we have all of these settings that yeah. Okay, so every setting here, we're going to copy them here. Okay. And then what more do we have? So we have the functions. So these functions needs to be added here. We actually have a place where to put the strategy functions. Here it is. So implement the strategy functions should be here, and that's what we are going to do right now. We are going to copy and paste all of these functions into the same place so that we have them there in the right place. So I copy and I paste them here. Look at that. Okay. Then we have the strategy itself, which we can check here more or less what it's doing, okay? And that's what we're going to move into some place where we have the strategy implemented, which is quite down here. So implemented super strategies, okay? So this is going to be lastguru, KNN, super strategy, begin and end. Just in case we add some more super strategy later, we have them here like this. So this is the lastguru, KNN super strategy. So we need to copy all of this, but I'm not sure how to do it properly because wait a moment, super strategy and super strategy. Okay. So I have a problem with this strategy is that it's using this long condition, short condition in order to fit this, because the problem is that I'm using long condition and short condition around here. So yeah, we should probably change this into something else. And yeah, this is very complex. So let me see, how the hell do we do this? Okay, yet another phone. What the hell is this? Please wait a moment, please. Okay. So my problem, the first problem is this long condition, which is the fast MA crossing. So we need to rename this because this is not okay for me. And the other problem is that this depends on the long condition being true or not. So we need to work around all of these steps. So let's try and see what we can do with all of this. Probably this filter, we don't need it. Okay, so let's copy and paste this on the top. Okay, and now let's work a bit with this. So this long condition and this short condition are actually the crossing MA conditions, okay? So that's what I'm going to, what's the name? That's what I'm going to fix, to rename so that it makes more sense to me. So this is not going to be long condition, but this is going to be MA crossing long. MA crossing long, okay? So that's what we're going to try to rename here, so that it makes a bit more. Look at that, long condition, short condition, which is from my script. Okay, the next one is the short condition here, which it's going to have similar stuff. So this is going to be short. Okay, so replace, 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 and we also replace this. This is from my template, so that's why it makes sense to rename it too, so that we don't collide everything. So we have a strategy which is if this crossovers, then we go long. If this goes under, then we go short, okay? And yeah, and this long okay and short okay, it's related to KNN advice, okay? So this needs to be renamed too, so that this is KNN long okay. I'm going to do like this. So yeah, look at that. Not here. And we're going to do the same thing here. So short OK and KNN short OK. So this is probably, we should rename this to advice or something, but I am not sure. Okay, so now we have the KNN long OK, which it's returned from here. The other thing that we need to fix is this long OK temp, that now we know what it is. So this long OK temp should be this one here. Okay, let me see. Team. And the one from here should be this one here, but instead of long short. Okay, look at that. Now this makes more sense. So this is again a long OK TMP, which is then used here to have some value here. So if we advise long or short, and we are on long, yeah, we don't need this. This is not actually used because we already do this somewhere else. Okay. Actually, this is going to be better because we will have more memory. Okay, so long, short, something. This is how much do we learn for all of this stuff. Okay, nice. And then we have this enable KNN filter, which we want this always to be true because otherwise, I mean, yes, we can leave it right now so that we can test that this is doing something, but actually this is not needed too much. So basically what we need here is the lastguru KNN advice, which it's going to be, let me see. This is going to be false by default. So this is going to be like that. So bar bool, I mean not bar because we don't want the settings to be kept between bars. So this is going to be by default false, okay? And there's only going to be one time where we want this to be used, which is here. Okay, so this is true. Later on we will entry somewhere. And down here, this is true. Okay, and this is going to be short. Okay, so short, look at this, short. Okay, so now we should be able to remove all of these entries, which we handle thanks to the template down there. Okay. So that's it. So that's how we do this adaptation. So we have this long, and the trigger only happens when this happens. And then when there is a crossing, and at the same time there is an advice of this being true, and at the same time we have learned enough. Okay, there are more iterations than what we have to learn here. Okay, and this thing here is the thing that we're going to use in order to make sure that we use the strategy. Okay, so now we should be able to check what we have done here. So the strategy is that we have a lot of inputs, we have all of these functions, which we are going to fix all of these spaces that now I have find here. Well, let me see. KNN store. So we have this space here. KNN store percent. So we have all of these spaces here. Now let's see what happens with KNN get. So with KNN get, we have this here. And with the 2KNN, which is here, we also have some spaces which should not be there. And that's it. So now I can save this and I can compare this again, and you can see how. Let's start again. So we have all the inputs for our strategy. Then we have all of the functions of the strategy, which we have moved from the library to the same strategy so that it's easier to modify. And then finally we have the super strategy, the lastguru KNN super strategy, which by default it does not trigger anything. And what we do is that we wait for this to learn enough, and if we have a cross of MAs and it advises us to go long, we go long, otherwise we don't go long. So this is perfect. So now we can add this and we can say something like, let me see, what's the right name here? Yeah, so this is lastguru KNN super strategy. Okay, that's it. So now if we copy and paste everything that we have here, there should not be any problem. Let's try 1 second. If we have any problem or not. Where the hell will... Okay, so cannot compile a string. Oh my god, why you cannot compile a string? Look at that. Undeclared identifier, fast MA and slow MA. Wait a moment. Okay, 100, I mean something. So we don't have fast MA and slow MA. I have managed not to copy this. How does... Oh, yeah, because it's here and it's a bit confusing here. Let's try to... And we also have this KNN learn iterations. Okay, let me copy and paste this. So we have managed to okay, so I mean KNN iterations. I mean this fast MA, don't I have it somewhere else? I mean, I want this to have KNN, because otherwise this is not, I mean, Slow, slow, slow. That's it. Then we have this MFI, which is also quite interesting. So let me see, ADN smoothing, DMI. So this, everything here is KNN stuff. So this needs to be KNN in my own way of seeing the stuff, because this is related to, so ADX, which we use it down here, should be like this, and then this MFI should also be related to KNN, because that's the strategy name, whatever. So yeah, okay, so KNN up and down, this is up, and this is down, and this is the KNN MFI, so we use it here. So this is using the volume OHLC4. Okay, and then filter length or whatever. We could even set this as the source for MFI if we wanted to on our settings, but I don't think it's quite needed, this. Yeah, okay, let's test this and see if it works or not. Let's see what happens now. I guess that it's not going to give us an error. Okay, perfect. Now let's check the difference here. Okay, so now we should be able to add this to the last commit so that we have everything related to the strategy in one place. Okay, now we should be able to test, to use the strategy. So in order to use the strategy, by the way, we don't have any plot. Yes, because there is no plot. I think that there is no plot on the bottom here. Yeah, I mean, yes, there's this thing here, but it's a bit... Okay, so now we have to use it. So using it should be quite straightforward. So what we do is, here on the strategy, we know that we're using this thing here, long and short. So this should be used here and here. So this is the short, okay? And that's it. That means that we are using the strategy. So lastguru KNN super strategy was used, okay? And then finally we plot the strategy. So what we actually do is we search the place where we plot the strategies, which is here, and we can say something like lastguru KNN. Okay, so lastguru KNN sub strategy plot begin. Even if I don't like to plot the MA crossings, it was in the original script, so we are going to plot them. But later on in my own versions, I'm not going to use it, okay? So down here we have this plot stuff, which we don't have any inputs for the colors. It's always red and green. And the thing that we need to fix is fasten a name, which I'm not sure what's the name now that we have changed it. So we had this one here, so KNN. Now it should be used in here, the new names, which is, this is the slow MA. That's it. So now we plot this. So we use this and now we plot this. But before doing anything, let's test this and see what happens. So while this is trying to compile, I'm going to add this and say lastguru Okay, does this work right now? Yeah, okay. So now we have the crossing and so on. Now we can check on the strategy tester how this works. And you can see how it's a bit different than what we had originally. So if you take a look at the original code here, we have something different, but there is a reason for that. And the reason is that we are using risk management on the new one. So I should be able to turn off the risk management so that we have something similar here. So risk management, what the hell are you? So risk management should be none. So that means that we use everything always. Okay, so now you can see this. And if you take a look, here there is, wait a moment. Why the hell are those different? So this starts 1 of 2023. Okay. And my script starts on December. That's why we have some differences. So this one here, which no longer has the risk management turned on. Where the hell is the risk management? Here. So we don't have it turned on. Now we have to manage to modify this in such a way so that it starts on this specific date. And now, if I'm not mistaken, if we change this, wait a moment. I mean, yes, I have changed one line here, which might explain why it doesn't look the same thing. The line that I have changed is the one that starts with all zeros. Yeah. So here on K and Duca one, KNN here. This was not 000, it was something else. So it was 1400. That's why there is a difference. That's the reason. Let me see if I can manage to bring that value here. So if we open 25 copy here, and we check Duca1, KNN. Duca1 is the Terra guy. I keep saying his name. Okay, look at that. So if I keep here, not here, but on the trading view side. So if I go here and I try to modify the function, what the hell is this? Here it is. If I try to modify this function so that it reads like this, we should probably have the same result, because everything should be the same thing. I mean, maybe not the same amount, the same money result, but we should have the same shot. That's why we have the old one and the new one. Okay, so KNN is undefined because this is like this, I guess. Let's save this again. Okay, so now we should have that this starts at this date here, and if we change the old one, what the hell? Well, that's not right. Unless, I mean, unless we have to change somewhere something else that I'm not aware of, like this 45 or this minimum difference. Yeah, the learn iterations 1027. What's the settings for this? Oh, look at that, 1027. There's nothing about this. So if you reset everything here, what the hell? Okay, look at that. So if we reset stuff here, we have this chart. So if we reset this so that we have no learning iterations and something else, it's this chart. And if we check the new one, it's something similar. I mean, there are maybe more traits here, but it's the same chart. So we know that we are doing almost the same thing. Okay, so that's good enough for me. So we can turn this off, we can work with this, and then now I'm going to use my original code. My original code, which has no initial values with zeros. It's an empty string. Okay, we should have something similar, something different. I mean, it's not different, but wait a moment. I think I have managed to do this wrong. Maybe I have not copy and paste this. Yeah, this is not what I wanted to copy. I want to copy this. Okay, so now we should have something that it's similar, but not quite similar. Yeah, look. Save, compile. Are we waiting for this to compile or not? Okay, so we have this, and that's it. So we are happy. Okay, so now we should be able to build on this to improve and to work on what I want to do with all of this. But I think I will end the stream here. I will end the video here. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to release a version, because that's, even if this is not very good, because yes, we have 100 of memory. Yeah, okay, so we have 100 of memory, and yeah, I'm not sure if these are valid values. And here you can see what happens if we remove the KNN filter. We have something that it's not okay. That's why the KNN filter is a good thing to have here. Okay. So now, yeah, so the KNN filter, I don't think it's needed, but yeah. So much stuff that we could do right now, it's improving the inputs, because I'm not sure if I like them too much, because not all of them have a KNN on them, and yeah. So let me see. Makes KNN, ADX smooth thin. Yeah. Okay, let's try to fix these inputs, and we will be able to bump the version, and that's it. I mean, we have all of these tooltips that we can add, but I will add them when I finish my own KNN strategy. There's no need to add them right now, because this is making otherwise the stream too long. So let me see. Probably we have here these inputs here. So this is KNN fast MA length. So yeah, and this is KNN slow MA length. Look at that. So ADX filter and so on. These are KNN stuff. So KNN ADX, KNN FNI, and KNN ADX smoothing, because this is related to the sub-strategy KNN. So filter length, it's going to be here. MFI filter length, it's here, and ADX smoothing, it's here. Nice. So now I am a bit better, because every input related to KNN is KNN. Let's test this again on TradingView to see what happens here, if it works or not as expected. And down here we should be able to add this. So this is going to be super strategy 2, because we are modifying the inputs. Let's see what TradingView says. It does not complain, so this is nice. And now we should bump the version. So now we have a new version that we can share with the world, which I'm going to share it on the YouTube video description. Okay. So this is going to be 19, this is going to be A2. So this is quite similar to what the lastguru KNN strategy was. I don't agree with this being the right way of using KNN, but we need to have something as a basis to work with, and this is what we have here. Okay, so this is bump version to A2. Okay, so now we should say something like lastguru KNN A1. Yeah, too long, but yeah, probably we want lastguru like this, so that we know that it's a complete name. Look at that. Nice. So now you should be able to use this script from here. Let me find it. So tags, the last tag is this one. So scripts, lastguru. Then when I will have done quite changes to it, I will have a KNN from myself. Okay, so now I should be able to, yeah, put the library in the main code, fix the library which are on the main code. Yeah, okay. Try to integrate, and then we have some more improvements here. Okay, so this is the one that I'm going to put into the YouTube video description. Okay, so I think we have managed to do all of this stuff. So that means that we have managed to modify an existing strategy so that we can use it on the record Zignaly template. It has worked quite well, and now we can, you know, I don't know if I have tested, but now that you have this, you can turn on the risk management so that you don't have, maybe it's already turned on. Yeah. So look at what happens with the risk management turned on or not. So if you don't have risk management, you win 18% with a 12% drawdown. But if you turn this on, you have the same thing. That's probably because we are not using a stop loss, and when you don't use a stop loss, it's quite difficult to do any risk management. Yeah, that's the reason why. Okay, so yeah, that's it. So let's end here the stream. I will update the YouTube video description link so that you can download this and play with it if you want to. And next day, well, next video, I'm not sure if I'm going to work to try to use 3 variables instead of 2, but I think I'm going to work on this KNN matrix thing, or I don't know. Yeah, because I want to work in 1 hour, and I want to work with several matrices in a row and so on. Yeah. So yeah, So thank you very much for watching. See you on the next day. Bye.